Ursula, I am so happy to be back here in Brussels.
Of course.
It is no secret that I would like the UK to have closer ties with the EU.
Yes, I know. Much closer. I bet you can't wait to start handing the UK taxpayers' hard-earned money to us Europeans.
We are doing our very best to become good Europeans, and we are an inclusive country. We prioritise people if they tick racial and gender boxes, even if they are absolutely useless tossers.
We all do that. Stupidity is now an uncontrollable pandemic.
And we look after anyone who washes up on our shores, as long as they're not British.
You ignore your own people and freeze your pensioners to death to save money.
I wouldn't quite put it like that.
But surely the heckler is correct. You hate your country and your own people. That's why you are freezing your old people to death. And you roll over and give away your country's possessions and territories to whoever fancies them.
And we are accused of telling lies to the British people.
What sort of lies have you been accused of telling?
The 22 billion black hole in the economy was a real biggie.
People say you have no shame about lying because you and most of your cabinet are sociopaths.
I don't comment on statements like that. But I have heard some of our unhappy Labour members are seriously considering changing the name of the Labour Party to the Bullshit Brigade.
Oh dear, dear. But do you realise if the UK rejoin the EU, it will cost a lot more than it did last time?
Really?
Of course. You must be punished for leaving. The penal fee may well amount to several times the UK's GDP for that year.
That seems a lot.
You must understand the position the EU is in.
Which is?
Skint.
Oh dear. And I suppose you want us to help you out of that?
Oh yes. As always, we are desperate for easy cash from the gullible. And there is no country more gullible than the UK.
The UK will have to face up to its new reality. We are now a tiny, insignificant country in the new globalist world.
That's what comes from importing the third world. You rapidly become the third world. There is no avoiding this, even if the UK rejoins the EU.
I must agree, our towns and cities are looking more and more like the shitholes of Africa and Asia.
Not forgetting slavery has come to many of your towns and cities. The police and judiciary turn a blind eye to them. They run away terrified from illegals and then bully and assault indigenous grannies.
But we will be part of Europe, won't we?
Only as far as paying the fees to the EU are concerned. The UK itself will soon be a colony of Bangladesh, as Dewsbury and Luton have been for some time.
Happy days are here again, the skies above are clear again.
But this is happening very slowly. I should be long gone with all my cash when the UK completely self-destructs.
The takeover is slow at the moment, but soon the process will speed up. Crime will increase. Poverty will increase. Primitive and retarded foreign ways will take root in towns and cities.
But what about the police and the judiciary?
Your police will continue to be a two-tier joke because of their lunatic chief constables who, along with your judiciary, suffer from two-tier congenital cowardice. And they will, as a matter of course, be acting against the interests of the British people.
Surely not.
Then, one day, soon, you will wake up to the hideous wail of the third world, and the barbarians will be in control.
Happy days are here again.
will you take some questions, Prime Minister?
Oh, yes, of course.
First, from Fanny Mae Petticoat of the Paris Snatch.
Pourquoi êtes-vous un tel idiot, Premier Ministre?
I thought the questions were to be in English.
Fanny, could you ask your questions in English?
Non.
Okay, we'll go to Monsieur Shitterface of the Paris Winos Weekly.
Monsieur le Prime Minister, small boats are continually crossing Le Manche and dumping unnecessary people in the UK.
Really?
Are you confident you can cram the whole population of Africa into Barnsley, as there seems no way this flow of unnecessary people is going to stop?
I think Arsenal have an excellent chance of winning today. I certainly hope so. Be a waste of Lord Ali paying for the royal box if they don't.
Why will you not answer my question?
3:10. Well, that about wraps it up. I'm off.